except for a few. طيب هنا شيخ رائد بسم الله. لا بس يعني 25 مقعد ما وين راحوا؟ في ناس سجلوا هناك ايه بس سجلوا. في ناس سجلوا ما كان يبغون يسجلون بس ما ادري والله. The number was 90 something, you know this. لو درينا كذا العدد كان قالوا لهم جيبوه. حسافة يعني. شيخ رائد الشيخ رائد موجود له؟ He's not here. Anyway. Okay, ladies, are you all there? طيب. I will, this is very important because remember when I said effective, Islamic, I'll go back. This program is called EIECC. Now it has become a brand, alhamdulillah, internationally. After 10 years of trying to make it international, now it is international. Effective, Islamic, English, cross-cultural. Every word has got lots of science in it, by the way. Communication. So I did not talk about communication. Now I'll talk about communication. Because everything we do here is communication. The way you sit is communication. The way you talk is communication. The way you think is communication. The way you interact with the book is communication. The way you chat is communication. The way you smell is communication. Okay? So communication is everything. Now I'm talking to you and everybody is thinking about who is this guy? Huh? What he wants from us? Where is he from? What is the background? I mean, your mind sometimes takes you away. So be careful not to go way somewhere else. Okay? So while I'm talking to you, everybody is now having a lot of self-talk going on. There is a lot of things. You know, Sheikh Uthman, صح? And لا, Sheikh Musa now is in a different world, thinking about his family somewhere. Are you sure? Huh? You're from Nigeria, صح? I just came from Sierra Leone I don't know how many months ago. Fantastic visit. Done in Al-Qaryat Sheikh Dr. Sumet. The best place I did it in the restaurant for the orphans. Allahu Akbar. I smell and see Dr. Sumet all over. Allah yarhamah. Amazing, huh? Allahu Akbar. You see, product of Dr. As-Sumet. I was seeing all the orphans there. That in itself was a great, encouraging, inspirational thing for me as a da'i. Supposedly I'm da'i. I don't know if I'm just a small one. But it was really a fantastic visit to Sierra Leone. And Sierra Leone is a very, very important and strategic place. I can talk more about it later on. But the beauty of it was done in the village of Dr. Abdul Al-Aoun al-Mubashir. Amazing. Yani, you cannot imagine how sweet it was. The best trip I ever took. Alhamdulillah. With all the hassles, with all the tribulation that I had to go, 35 hours basically traveling back and forth. You know, with all of that, when I settled there, all this tiredness vanished, disappeared. Amazing. Anyway, so this, you know, communication, when we communicate, what are the goals of communication? Usually, the goals of communication, they say, to change the behavior, to get action, to ensure understanding, to persuade somebody, to get and give information. Oh. So now, if we want to share Islam or present Islam eloquently to the other people, do we want to change behavior? Do we want to get action? Do we want to ensure understanding? Do you want to persuade people? Do you want to get and give information? You see how beautiful Islam is? This basically have to be involved in everything in communication. So it's not just a matter of giving information. Now, who decides to do what? Sometimes you want to give information, but your intention inside, you want to make sure that people, maybe after this information, will start thinking. And if they start thinking, what will happen? Sorry, you give them information. Maybe they will. You have to make sure they understand this information, because if they understand this information, you might get them to action. This will make them being persuaded. Then they will change their behaviors. You see the logic? So sometimes, for example, now we have a lot of people coming to the world from all over the world. True or not? So what are you going to be doing with them? How are you going to start? Now, are you going to go try to persuade them quickly, or are you going to just give them information? Start communicating by giving information. Okay, maybe now what will make this information or this person act on this information or not? The way of communication. Now, the way of communication, this is where we go to. Of course, this is all communication. The smell is communication. If you smell nicely, that's communication. But if you smell bad, that's communication. But what type of communication? Bad. Is he going to stay very close to you when you're discussing to him? He will run away. Okay? Okay, hearing, taste, touch, all of these things. Now let's go to, I talked about cultural communication. This is what we're doing now. صح? We are cooking up messages in cross-cultural communication messages. This is what we're doing now. The whole day is a kitchen. You are now in the kitchen because you have a house called the House of Islam, and you want to serve these people the best meals. And you are the one who has to cook your own meal. How? I'll come to this now. So basically, I've already spoke about this. We already spoke about the appetizers. We already spoke, and this is the ingredients. And the dessert, Ali or whatever, ras malai, I don't know, in Africa, I don't know what type of desserts they have. In Guinea, what do you have? Gambia, what do you have? Dessert. You have? Binichi? Yeah. What is binichi? Rice. So this is your dessert, صح? Yeah. Fantastic. We have to taste this one day, inshallah. We'll come to your house. Are you going to serve it or are you going to kick us out? No, we're going to. Wallah? That's great news. So keep this promise. Okay, so these are the ingredients. I spoke about this. Now, there are 4 types of communication. One type, we tend to forget. All of us, we tend to forget. Even though we've done it now in the exercise. The first type is, everybody knows about it. Big mouth like me, talking. It's verbal communication. Then you have non-verbal communication, which includes body language. And you have the how communication. They call it para-communication or para-language. Para. I don't know why they call it para, but it means the how in simple language. The pitch, the stress, the modulation, the changing of your voice, the variation, all of that is the para. The para, now, if I say which one is the most important one in all of this? There is one communication, I'll talk about it a lot, that we always forget. But usually, nonverbal communication is the most important. According to statistics, is 55, the effect of it, 55%. And the para-communication is the second one, 30-something%. How about the words and the content that you concentrated on when you went to your posters? You know the effect? 7%. According to all the statistics that we've seen. Strange enough, the words and the content, only 7%. The most important thing is what? The non-verbal communication. Facial expression, your gestures, your posture. The how, aggressive, or you're aggressive or you are assertive, or the changes of your voice or whatever, stress, or this is 30+%. Now, what is one thing, they don't usually talk about this one, which is for me the most important also, communication. This is why I say I have lots of exercises like I said, put your 2 fingers in your ears. I said, imagine internal communication is very, very crucial for your originality. If you want to become original speaker and spontaneous and quick-witted, you have to master your internal communication. If you cannot master your internal communication, you can never master your external communication. Am I clear, ladies? Are you with me? So you have to make sure you control your internal communication. You work hard on it. أفلا يتدبرون أفلا يعقلون. تدبر, تفكر, قيام الليل, staying vigilant, on yourself. You go retreat. Prophet Muhammad, they would go retreat for months on end. Why would he do that? Contemplation, pondering, internal communication. The more you do of internal communication and the more you train it, the internal communication, and you master it, the more you will become what I call the communication peaks. What are the communication peaks? You become yourself because your strength is in yourself. When I stand in front of people acting like a clown, or acting like an aragos, as they say, trying to imitate somebody else, that's not me. I have to be me when I talk to the other people. I can understand you learn the best practices, but you're not supposed to imitate other people because the strength is in you as a person. God has given you your uniqueness. Trying to imitate so and so because he's a celebrity, I can understand. Okay, this is part of learning the best practices, but that's not you. If people will stand and try to imitate Zakir Naik or Ahmed Didat, Allah yahfadhum, Allah yarhamah, or imitate any of the speakers, this is learning, excellent learning, but you are not them. Your strength is to be yourself. That is your strength. The best speakers is when they stand in front of people, 1,000 or 1, they are the same. And this is what always my father, may Allah protect him and cure him and grant him the best health, would always say, when I was learning English at that time, and I was twisting my tongue, trying, hey man, what's happening, all that stuff, he was telling me, be careful. He lived in the state for years. He studied. He's one of the leaders in Saudi Arabia. In Aramco, in Jubail, he used to be. And he was telling me, be yourself. He never, the worst thing is you try to imitate other people in a way that is funny. Because that's not you. Okay? You have to maintain this. As soon as you reach to you, that means you have succeeded in communication. If you stand, like Toastmaster, for example, if you try to imitate it's good, you learn a lot of good stuff. It's good, go for it. But be careful in trying to be always a clown. Imitating somebody, trying to have to move in a jacketed type of thing, Be yourself, be natural, as much as unique to you. This is called the peak of communication. And when you become original, that's really where you will add value. People will respect you, you will be genuine. But when you try to imitate and speak in a funny way, you are somebody, it does not even fit your character, And you have to reach to spontaneity. Be spontaneous and you have to be quick-witted. هذه أهم الخصال الثلاث, the most important peaks of communication that you need it in da'wah or cross-cultural communication, or even at work. You know, you have to make sure you reach them. Because if you reach them, you can easily lead the situation, and you can easily lead even the person in front of you. You can easily customize your talk on the spot. That's not easy. It requires a lot of process, a lot of reading in the same way. This is why we give you this process. Because we want all this information to sync and sync and sync and sync till it becomes part and parcel of your character. If it becomes part and parcel of your character, as time goes on, when there is a situation on the plane, in the dispensary, in the hospital, wherever it is, if there is a talk, strange enough, you will remember words easily. And the word will bring with it a statement. And the word will bring with it a thought. And you'll easily lead the situation. You are not aware of this, but as time goes on, it will be easier and easier and easier, you know. Of course, now you have a lot of information. You've done a lot of collection of information. You are still in the process of cooking cross-cultural communication messages. You still haven't finished cooking your meals. But make sure you know the 7 C's. البحور السبعة? No, the 7 C's. What are they? You have to be clear. You have to be concise. You have to be concrete. You have to be correct. You have to be coherent, logical. You have to be complete. And you have to be polite, courteous. The 7 C's. Always remember the 7. When you write something, or you present something, or you communicate with a group, you have to remember always the 7 C's. These are very important to remember. And you're going to do them now when you try to organize all the thoughts. When you're going to present, you have to remember them. And of course, remember the 4 S's. The 4 S's. But these are not as important as the 4 C's. Sincerity. You have to be sincere. Sincerity is the most important word. And we give a talk. I have a talk about how to prepare yourself if you really want to make an impact. Islamic preparation, spiritual preparation. Before you reach to the battle, or before you reach to where you're going to be giving a presentation, or before you reach to where you're going to be talking to somebody, it is very important to have 50 tips. You listen to this presentation or this muhadara that I did. 50 tips. How you prepare yourself so that you make sure that you are sincere and shaitan is out of the way. Because remember, presenting Islam to other people and presenting this to other people is a battle between you and shaitan. Shaitan doesn't want you to present what you think is the truth. You know, he will always fight you. He will always be there. So you have to push him away from there. You know, and these 50 tips are very important for any speaker or anybody who's going to be involved. Because at the end of the day, you want to go to Jannah. You don't want to lose. You spend a lot of money. You do this nice, beautiful preparation. And if your intention is khati, your intention is bad, you know, what's the use? This will not be calculated for you. At the end of the day, you want to win also. You want to go to Jannah. So don't lose that intention. And before you come to a workshop like this, like me, I have to go through a lot of rituals. Because the most difficult thing that you can control is your intention. The most difficult thing, let me say, is your intention. And you'll have, everybody's going to be interfering so that your intention will be spoiled. Work hard on your intention. And every minute you are in a workshop or a lecture or a presentation or a talk with somebody, please watch out for your intention. Because what will make your encounter and cross-cultural communication succeed is the purity of your intention. Never forget about that. Why are we here? Is it for money? Is it commercialized? No. We are here because we have a business, but this business is a divine business. It's with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you want to succeed. And you have to make sure this intention is so pure and nice And believe me, so if your intention is so pure and sincere, and you are genuine, you will get to the heart of the people in no time. People will respect you more because they know. And especially when you are yourself, people, they will respect you more and you will really affect them. Whether they want to think about Islam or not think about Islam, but at least you have gained them. You know, for him to think about Islam, read and become Muslim, this is his choice. But at least you have affected that person. And you have shortness and simplicity, of course. Utiya, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Utiya. And we spoke about the adhan. In the adhan, one word, but mashallah, it's a lecture, it's a presentation, it's a chapter. You can write and write about small words. Small words, but so powerful. And the meaning is so powerful in a way that really captures, it's amazing. You cannot translate Arabic easily. This is why translators, no matter how good they are, they will not really give the content its due right. They will still have a problem. No matter how they translate, they cannot. Arabic language is amazing. So deep. And of course, strength. Oh, I'm tired. We have also the communication criteria. هذه اختصار the summary. طبعا هذه about 30 criteria. And this is what I want you to do later on. But basically, this is the summary, not the summary, the breakdown of verbal, non-verbal, the para language. But the breakdown, there are many items here. And I'll talk about this later on. Now, I have a very nice exercise. Wake up, everybody, and stand up, please. Stand up, please. Facilitators, ladies facilitators, how many facilitators do we have? How many facilitators do we have? 7. Excellent. So you are going to be the referee. طيب? You are going to be the referee. الفاسيليتيترز هنا شباب تعالوا عندي عني. اوكي. خلي الفاسيليتيتر. الآن مهمتكم انتم ايش؟ الفاسيليتيترز. بس اليوم بتصيروا ممثلين اليوم. You are going to be actors now and actresses. Listen to me please. I want كل واحد يشوف له. Everyone goes in front of a poster. In front of, yes, just choose a poster that is related to your topic and stand in front of it. Not the facilitators. خلي الفاسيليتيترز. Facilitators are the guests. You are the non-Muslim guests that are coming to Qatar. بعدين استغفروا وارجعوا للإسلام من جديد. مو مشكلة. طيب, ladies, the facilitators, ladies, you are going to act as non-Muslim visitors. You are going to be the guest of Qatar, coming from different cultures. Ladies, okay, I want every lady now to choose a poster or two. One, let us say one, for the sake of the, هذا نسميه tour guidance exercise. Tour guidance exercise. Every lady should be standing in front of the poster of her choosing. You choose now your poster, stand in front of it. مهمة الآن مهمة الغير مسلمين بيطقوني اليوم. اوكي ما على كيفهم على اللي ما موجودين. مهمتكم, you are the guest and you are going to visit them and we have now an exhibit, صح? So those non-Muslim or those dignitaries, ministers and big shots and sportsmen are coming to visit you. Okay? Facilitators, ladies. Ladies, you are going to act also, the facilitator. So now, all participants choose a poster and stand of it. The men also, go ahead. Choose a poster and stand in front of it. Every lady should be standing in front of her poster that is related to her topic, and every man. Excluding the facilitators. الفاسيليتيتر مهمتكم أنتم الآن الزورون. You are supposed to visit. And everyone should be speaking about the poster. Listen to me, ladies. The visitors will come to you, and I will give you now 2 minutes to go over everyone. Listen to me, the men and the women. You are going to read the poster very well. You have to understand it, digest it. Then if the visitors come to you, okay, you are supposed to explain to them what's in this poster. Clear? But as soon as you look at the poster while you are talking, you get out of the contest. One time. من تشوف البوستر, as soon as you look at the poster, you are out of the game. So the facilitators should say out, مع السلامة, because he's failed or she's failed. Clear? Clear?
Nice.
Okay, so please, we'll start from the right and we try to cover them all. But now I'll give everyone 2 minutes to read the poster. Please read your poster, try to understand it, and you'll explain it to the visitors. And if the visitors come to you, you need to explain this to them. But don't look at the poster after that. طبعا بعدين الفاسيليتيتر بنفس الشيء بيسوون, لا يعني لا يفرحون ترى. Okay? You have just to listen to them. You don't have to say or ask them any question as facilitators. You just listen to them. Clear? Ladies, am I clear? Okay, don't start now. Just let everyone read his or her poster. Read your poster very well. Be prepared. They're going to come to you, the visitors. Come on. My back is hurting. Come on. I'm getting old and older every day. And every minute. لازم تكون واقف قدام البوستر. إذا قرأته, try to understand it very well, please. Try to understand your poster. But please don't look at your poster when they come to you. واضح شيخ عمان؟ واضح شيخنا؟ الآن وقف عند البوسترات حقكم بعد ما تفهم. وقف عند البوستر. اقرأ خلاص. If you have read, just turn around. Please face the visitors now. If you have finished, face the visitor. The visitors will come to you. In 1 minute, I'll start. In 1 minute, I'll start. This is called the tour guidance activity. ها شيخ غامبيا؟ ما شاء الله. طبعا you'll start from here. Huh? You'll start here. Everyone has only 1 minute to speak. Everyone has 1 minute to speak. Okay, so the facilitator, you will be the timekeeper. Yani you need to put somebody as the timekeeper. And of course, later on we'll talk in general feedback about the activity. Okay? Ladies, we'll start, huh? We'll start. Stand in front of your poster, please. The visitors, every participant will have only 1 minute to speak. And you need to have a timekeeper from the facilitation team. 1. We're going to start. Please, خلاص, stop. Shabab, stop, خلاص, turn around. Don't talk, let's concentrate on this. 1, 2, the visiting team, start. The tourists, start, please. Go ahead, Bismillah. 1 minute each. Go ahead. Be tough about if somebody looks at the poster, he is out of the game. Every lady from the tourist should be with 1 lady. So you have 7, so you go to 7. Need a timekeeper here. حط الصورة عليهم عشان يشوفون النساء كيف يسوون الرجال. فالسفن كل واحد ياخذ له واحد. اوكي. Okay, if you 1 minute, remember, don't look at the poster, Sheikh Muhammad. You are looking at the poster. He's out. You are out. خلاص. Yeah, خلاص go. ما تشوف البوستر مفروض. لا. Wrong. Try to say it without seeing the poster. If you see the poster, that means you have failed. Do it again. So later on, we'll repeat this for you. Huh? We'll come to you. Maybe you do it, and he will be testing you. حاول تقولها بدون الشيخ حسن. Finished? Okay, test him. You do it for him. Choose a different topic, poster, and you can swap it around. Yes.
Allows us to accept the truth and not just follow our desires.
Excellent.
Little above minute.
Okay, now what do? You do the same thing for both of you, but choose another poster. The same thing. You will be the referee or the guest, and he will be the host, and then you reverse it. Okay. You finished? So do the same thing now. Basically, choose another poster. You choose another poster. You will be the guest. He will be the host. Then you reverse it. You finished here? You finished here? Okay, so now you will do it, the three of you. Choose different posters, and you will be the visiting guest, and they will speak. Then he will speak, you will be the guest. The same. So basically you do it, and you will be non-Muslim also, and you will be non-Muslim. خذ معك الرجال. خلوا معاكم الرجال. Ladies, how are you doing there? Ladies, how are you doing? Can you now, have you finished?